Hi there and welcome to your morning movements. We're going to start by getting ourselves all set up. So find your feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. Find the base of the big toe, base of the baby toe and the centre of the heel. Those two tripods anchored down into the floor. Lengthen the toes away, drop through the arches, begin to drop to the inner thighs and the pelvic floor. Lengthen through the spine as you begin to lift the ribcage out of the pelvis. Square off the Pilates box, reaching tall through the crown of the head and allow those shoulder blades just to slide down into place. So the first one we're going to do is our spinal movements. So we're going to take our hands and interlace our hands and just place them at the base of the skull. Use the hands to try and get a little bit of traction, a little bit of length into the spine. So think about that tailbone reaching down, crown of the head reaching tall. When we have that length in space, we're going to inhale. As you exhale, begin to coil your spine down as you bring your chin down towards your chest and rolling it down just towards the base of the bottom rib. Then bring your elbows together, squeeze them together as you stretch them between the shoulder blades. Inhale to float them out and then begin to restack nice and tall. Then as we exhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest, lift the heart. Open through the front of the body from elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. Bring your spine into extension, only as far as comfortable for you. And then inhale, restack it tall into centre. Exhale, now chin towards the chest, rolling it down. Bring the elbows together. Floating the elbows as we inhale, as we fill in between each vertebrae with that breath, restacking the spine tall. Exhaling, emptying the breath, lifting the gaze, the chest, the heart, opening through the front of the body. And then inhale, restacking the spine nice and tall. Exhale, last one of these as we bring chin towards the chest, rolling the spine. So we go forward into flexion, bringing those elbows together. And then opening the elbows, restacking that spine, using the hands as traction to get even more length and space. And then as we exhale, taking it back into extension, open the body out, bringing it all the way back to centre. So forward flexion, back extension, now for a lateral bend. We're going to inhale, lengthen our spine tall, using the hands again for traction. As we exhale, we're going to take the right elbow down towards the floor, send the left elbow tall towards the ceiling. As though we're in between two panes of glass, we're not rotating forward or back. We're going to shorten through one side of the waist, open and lengthen through the other side of the waist, through the ribs and also through the side of the spine. As we inhale, restack the spine nice and tall, trying to get more length into centre. Exhale. Left elbow down, right elbow tall. Shorten through the left side of the body in the Pilates box. Open through the right side of the body, the Pilates box. Open through the ribs, open through the spine. Restack with the inhale. Exhale, empty the breath, squeeze air more out of the right lung. Restack, fill the breath back in nice and tall. Exhale, empty more through the left lung. Bringing it nice and tall, trying to get that space even through both sides of the Pilates box and centre. One last one. Inhale nice and tall, exhale to empty. So there's lateral bend to the right, restack into centre. Think symmetry and balance and centre. Exhale, empty, lateral bend to the left, and then bring it all the way nice and tall. Lengthen that spine again. Lift the ribcage out of the pelvis. Gaze along the horizon, elbows in the peripheral, now for a rotation. We lengthen the spine upwards, and as we spiral upwards, we inhale, exhale, rotating it round. Trying to get the hips to face forward. We pulse 1, bring it out 2 and 3. Inhale, taller into centre. Exhale, opposite side, bring it out 1, empty 2, empty 3, bring it taller into centre. Exhale, 1, exhale 2, exhale 3, inhale, lift and lengthen, exhale, wring the waist down, empty the breath, wring out everything internal, draw back in on the last one, slow and steady, inhale, exhale and empty, keep wringing it out, spiraling the spine upwards, hips facing forward, big breath back in, lengthening that spine even taller, and last one on the other side, exhaling, 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 and bringing it all the way tall, back into centre. Release the arms down, a few little shoulder rolls to draw them up, slide them wide and down. And just being aware of where your shoulders are, trying to create that space between our ears and our shoulders. And then an inhale, draw the breath in. And as you exhale, let go of the breath, let go of the tension, let go of the stress. Inhale, setting your body up for the day, and exhale, release. And one more. Inhale, draw the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, letting it go, and just a little bit free rotation. Perfect. From there, we're going to take it into our dumb waiter. So once again, square up that Pilates box, anchor the feet, lift up through arches, drop through the pelvic floor. Belly button gently drawn back towards the spine, sliding up behind the rib cage. Open across the chest and the collarbone, tall through the crown of the head. Chin slightly down so we lengthen through the back of the neck. Pop the elbows into the side of the body and form a nice tray from elbow to fingertips. Lengthen the arms nice and long. From there we inhale, reach the crown of the head tall. As we exhale, open it out. So open across the chest, open across the collarbone, open from shoulder to shoulder. Inhale, grow taller, bring it back into centre. Exhale. This is a lovely one to try and combat rounded shoulders and to try and open the body out, to try and create more space into that Pilates box so everything internal can do its job and has its place and can do those gentle movements. Open it out, draw back in. 3, inhale centre, and 2, inhale centre, last 1, and inhale centre, release it down. Our last morning movement is just going to get the heart rate going, get the blood flowing. Take your picks, whether you come up onto your toes and challenge the balance at the top, or whether when you come back up into standing, you're going to keep your heels down. Check for yourself what one works for you. Some days may be better than others, so just tune into your body. So we've got our feet sitting, anchored, toes pointing forward. We're going to squat it down and then swing and squat. So we're going to reach our head and crown of the head forward. We're going to reach our fingers to our tailbone back, and then we're going to sweep our hands up. Reach the arms tall to the ceiling without the shoulders creeping up. Keep the rib cage closed and drawn in, waist hugging away from the waistband of the trousers. For that moment of pause at the top, if you can, on your toes, that balance, that length, that reach. We inhale down, exhale, draw back up, hold and balance. Inhale, sweep it down. Exhale, draw back up, hold and balance. We're getting everything flowing. Then with that moment of pause, we're challenging those deep postural muscles. We're challenging the balance system. We sink it down, sweep it, draw back up. A nice inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale down, exhale, draw back up. Sink the heels down, rest the arms down. And that's you for your morning movements. Thank you. Enjoy your day.